Hello everyone, my name is We Don't Care What My Name Is, and this is my top 5 best movies of 2016. Now, like the last video, this one will be focusing on films that got a lot of build-up, got a lot of hype, look very promising, but they were a success. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on today. Now keep in mind, if there's some movies that you thought were going to be on this list, they will be mentioned later on in the video. So let's get started with number 5. Number 5 goes to 10 Cloverfield Lane. Okay, so when we heard this movie was going to come out, we all were expecting the same thing. We were expecting the Cloverfield monster and where it came from. However, this movie ended up being, well, being different. And that's what I liked about it. It was done very well, where we see these three people who are trapped underground in this little bunker and are just trying to survive one another, while also wondering, well, two of them are wondering whether or not what they're being told is really the truth. Was there some kind of gas that's outside that's killing people, or maybe it's disease, or maybe it's aliens? We don't know, but then we find out that maybe this guy who's, taking care of them, maybe he's not what he seems to be. And what I liked about that is how well they do when it comes to building that up, when it comes to building up that tension, the creepiness, and everything about it. It was so good. I love John Goodman in this movie. He is done so well. He is creepy as hell, and it makes you not want to be stuck in the same bunker with this guy. Trust me, I would not want to be anywhere near John Goodman when the world ends. And from the way things have been going, it most likely will happen with that idiot running the country. But I did like this movie a lot. It was done well. It was built up right. They did not have a Cloverfield monster, spoiler alert, but it was still good, and I liked it a lot. So I wish I could have put it higher on the list, but these other movies that are on the list surpass it. So let's go on with number 4, Captain America: Civil War. Okay, so this movie, we were all looking forward to the Civil War arc. We were all looking forward to seeing this story where we see our favorite heroes going up against one another, where we see Team Iron Man going up against Team Captain America. And there's a lot of conspiracy going around about how Bucky was framed for a crime he didn't do, and how Iron Man is trying to bring him in while Captain America is trying to keep him safe. And of course, there's a division between the two sides because of what's going on, because of this this new document. Sorry, I forgot the name for it. The Sokovia Accords. There we go. That is dividing the two teams apart. And when we finally get the big fight between these two teams, it is awesome. It's great. And to see all these great Marvel characters against one another is pretty cool. And Spider-Man in this movie, man, he was awesome. They got a very good choice of an actor to play Spider-Man. They did a very good job. And when we finally get to see the fight between Captain America and Iron Man near the end, that was it was really emotional and also very cool. The reason, though, I'm keeping it low on the list is because you know what's going to happen. You know they're going to end up coming back together anyways in the end. And also, it didn't feel like it was a civil war. It was just a fight between two sides. That was it. It wasn't a civil war. But, of course, they just threw the name in because they want to get the fans all hyped up and excited. Still, because of Spider-Man and because we got to see that awesome fight scene with the heroes, and that scene with Iron Man blasting at Captain America and Captain America blocking the shield, and that scene right there is worth it. It was all awesome. Number 3 goes to Deadpool. Let's be honest, guys. Deadpool, we all had been waiting for this movie to come out. When they first released that test footage 2 years ago, we all were looking forward to it. We all were hoping that this was real, that they were actually going to make a movie of this. And after all the fans gave 20th Century Fox so much trouble, after Ryan Reynolds wanted this to happen, they finally did. And we got Deadpool, and it was perfect. I love this movie so much. It is exactly what we were hoping it would be. Deadpool kicking ass, breaking the fourth wall. It's just so much fun. There's so much humor in this. It just makes you laugh, and it's very enjoyable a lot. Is there anything, though, that makes this better than the last two films? Well, for one thing, even though it is kind of predictable how the story is going, it's still enjoyable how we don't have so many other, X-Men characters together in this movie. We just have Deadpool, we have Colossus, and Supersonic Teenage Warhead. All three of them are just pretty awesome. And I also like, yes, I know I've been saying awesome a lot. I'm sorry, guys. But one of the other things I liked about this movie is just the humor alone is just fun. And Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, perfect for one another. I love it. So they did a great job with this film. But it's not the top, it's not the second best or the first best of this year. That is reserved for number 2 and number 1. Number 2 goes to Rogue One. Now this one I had a lot of struggles with because I did want to put this at number 1 because this movie was good. I liked this movie a lot. I was hoping when I got to see Rogue One that this movie was going to be good. I don't think it was going to be better than The Force Awakens, but I felt that it was going to be good, and sure enough, it was. They did a great job with this film. They had a lot of great characters that we all fell in love with. The story was done very well. We're not focusing on characters like, Luke, Leia, or any of the other characters. We're focusing on this team, on this group, and they all do their roles very well. They make us love them. We just connect with them, and we want to see them get through all of this. And it does take a dark turn. It is dark, and it is a shame what happens. It leaves you emotionally wrecked, especially when you see a lot of your favorite characters being killed off. But also, it was pretty cool to see Vader in this movie. It was awesome to see him in action, seeing the Death Star being used, and also seeing Tarkin and seeing Leia in this movie as well. All well done. I really love the technology, how well it made everything look. So it did a good job with this whole film, but it's not the best, mostly because it was very dark, and I needed something upbeat. I needed something that would, leave 2016 in a good way, especially how things have turned out. And sure enough, that's what we got with number 1. Unfortunately, it's not Zootopia, which I had originally just wanted to put in this list, but the number 1 spot goes to Moana. Okay, I talked about this movie on my review. I loved it. The story is done so well. The characters, I love every single one of them. There's not a character I don't like in this film, which is very rare for me to see because there are some characters I don't like, but in this movie, I liked every single one of them. And I also love the animation. It's just so beautiful. The music, it's so. I still have the song stuck in my head. I especially love Dwayne The Rock Johnson, singing "You're Welcome." That was a fun song. And the actress who they got to play Moana, her singing is so great. And the song that just what she sings, and also near the end as well, is also good. I love everything about this film. The music, the animation, the characters, the chemistry that we see the Rock and then the actress who plays Moana, the two characters that they play, they do such a great job playing off one another, and just the interaction between the two is also great as well. I love it. It's great. This is a good film. All these films, I do recommend watching them, but for this list, Moana is my number 1 top film of 2016. Alright, so that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys have a different opinion of the films that you thought should have been on this list, leave some comments below, let me know what you think. And here are the ones that I feel are the best ones of this year as well. These are honorably mentioned as well. So, what do you guys think? If you guys have a different opinion about them, again, leave some comments below and let me know what you think. Hit the subscribe button, check out my Facebook page, give it a like. And I'll be here next time to give you more love and more entertainment. And I'll be here next time for the first movie of 2017, which turns out to be, let me see, yeah. Well, Happy New Year's, everyone. And hopefully the first film won't be as bad as I am hearing it will be. Hopefully.